Hiya, so this is part 2 of my 2024 favourite flowers, and this is as into July. And look at Vanessa Bell, she is absolutely gorgeous. And now my Queen of Sweden has also started to flower, which that was the bare root that I had away back in January, February. And you know, when you see them like that, it's hard to believe that they're ever going to look the way they end up looking. So it was gorgeous. And that's my Zorro hydrangea, lace cap hydrangea again. And I think this might be Schubertii alley I'm going to open. And that's my cutting from the hydrangea again. And this is the Zorro one, which is really interesting because I put it in ericaceous compost, which I'm sure is more acidic, which should turn the hydrangeas blue, but it was pink, bubblegum pink, which I'm not complaining about. Look at that pink fizz poppy. And oh, did you see my path? That was a path that we had just put in with some stones and the stepping stones as well. I was mega pleased with that. And this is a little rose that's at my back door that my mum had given me years and years and years ago. I'm really liking how this is shaping up here. You can see the lady's mantle down at the bottom. Love this view. The only thing is the fence at the back. This is my bin area back there, so it never looks that great there. And this was a buddleia cutting that someone kindly had given me. My lilies, white diamond these were called. They were beautiful. I kept them in pots, and then that way I was able to move them about to where I wanted. Look at the lavender. I love this one. I really want to get more of this in my garden. And this is lilies, and in a tiny wine Physocarpus. And you can just see my bird bath hiding there behind the lady's mantle, and I think that might be a pink fizz poppy. And this is a little bouquet that I had made. My ivory Madam Butterfly snapdragon, grown from seed, very proud of that. This area is just looking amazing now. I would just love it. If I could get more colour, be great, but even the greenery I love too. That's an apple blossom begonia, which was quite good for shade. A lupin grown from seed again, and sunflowers. These were really pretty. I love the colour of these ones. And more Madam Butterfly snapdragons. I hopefully will have more of those. I tried to take cuttings. This is a Coreopsis I was telling you about that was about 125, and it just goes berserk. It's brilliant. The Aquilegia, Schubertii, I mean that was about a foot in diameter. It was gorgeous. Danielle from North Lawn Flower described it as like a firework in your garden, and that's exactly what it looks like. And this was just some pots. I got some yellow petunias and that dahlia. I think that was about maybe £1.50 or something. So I've managed to save the tubers from that, so hopefully I'll get more of those. That's the lobelia I was talking about earlier. Gorgeous. Now my straw flowers are starting to grow. They got munched the first lot by the slugs, but this was the second lot and that's starting to flower. Strong Annabelle. Echinops. I found these really easy to grow. I cannot grow Eryngium for toffee. I don't know why, but Echinops seem to be really easy for me. The lilies are beautiful. Nasturtium. And some white petunias. And this is a dahlia patch mixed in. There's more the snapdragons are in a trough actually. My dahlias haven't quite grown yet. And this is my Invincible Spirit hydrangea that Anna, my daughter, got me for my birthday, which was lovely of her. In fact, it might have been Mother's Day. And this is my climbing rose that my dad and his wife gave me many years ago. My lilies again, mixed in with some sweet rocket, I think. And this is the Blue Moon rose, which I got from a bare root as well, which absolutely stunning. My potting table that I built with wood that we just had lying around. So I'm really proud of that. Another allium. I'm not quite sure what one that is. And that's the climbing rose that's actually flowering. I love it. And this was the cutting from about a year or two previously. That's from the Zorro one. 2 little blighters. I really love the colour of these roses. I've took some cuttings, so hopefully I'll have even more in my garden. And the Zorro hydrangea mixed with the strong Annabelle. And this dahlia, I know I didn't buy that tuber. Well, I did buy it, but it was meant to be something else. But I'm quite happy. That's the Sweet Rocket. Definitely doing more of those. And the Lupin. And I think that's Lavatera at the back. Straw flowers again. I really love this pink colour. Oh, just love my path. Although already, because we get so much rain, it's starting to look a bit green, so I'll need to do something about that. Incineraria and lilies in the background. And there's geraniums here too, and begonias in the gold cages. And that's more lilies with a Physocarpus Diablo and the Physocarpus Tiny Wine here as well. And I think that's maybe one of my first dahlias. No, sorry, I've just scrapped that because the orange one was out. And this is Rudbeckia. And the first Geum, the little red one, mixed in with lobelia. And here's wee Nico visiting. He seems to love my garden. And then Eleatris on the left is well on its way. Supertunia Vista Bubblegum is really doing well here. When you think about the size of it in the other video, it was tiny. And Calendula, really love these. And I got some little lights for the side area, which I think's really pretty. I'm so excited for this area this year. I hope I'm going to manage to make it better than last year. And this dahlia is so pretty. Some Lavatera. The Rudbeckia, it just does so well. I divided that and hopefully I'll have quite a few of those this year. And the eucalyptus in the back, which unfortunately has died because I had to take it out the ground. Look at the coreopsis. The cineraria, and there's a hebe there. More dahlias. And the geum is looking fantastic now. Sweet William, they were grown from seed. They took quite a while to get going, but once they did, they were lovely. And now I've got the rose snapdragons here too, mixed with the Lavatera. Dahlias, those pink and white ones were gorgeous and they lasted really well in a vase. More begonias. Got these for a really shady part. Look at that Supertunia. That doesn't even do it justice, like to see the size. And Rudbeckia with a nice wee sunflower in the back. Nico again. Visiting. First bloom on the equinox. I love this area. The purple spikes at the back, I got a blue spires salvia there, and the smell of that was unbelievable. And a little arrangement. I'm really going to miss this eucalyptus this year. It was so lovely. And the Invincible Spirit hydrangea again. These beautiful straw flowers. The Supertunia again, getting bigger and bigger. And I ended up moving these baskets into this border to brighten it up, and what a difference it made. And this is a really nice arrangement, lots of colour. And Blue Moon, rose again. And I think these snapped off, so I ended up just putting them in my little watering can. It's an amazing feeling when you can get some arrangements from your garden. I love it. Some poppy seed pods, which have now scattered everywhere, so we'll see what we get. Look at these dahlias, they just look fantastic here. Those pink and white ones I would definitely recommend. Straw flowers again. Looking through a spider's web, I think, there. And this was when I moved the eucalyptus into the pot, but we ended up having really stormy days and it kept getting blown over, so it hasn't survived, I don't think. Look at that Rebecca. Look at these dahlias. Fantastic. Yeah, I think the pink and white ones and these orange ones were definitely my favourite. And this was an echinacea that I got from somewhere like Morrison's, I think. Hopefully that comes back. And I love this area, how it's filled in. And this is the Zorro hydrangea, that's when it started to go over, that's the colour, it's autumn colours. Another wee blighter on the Rebecca. I really loved these red straw flowers, but I think that was only one that was red because it was a mixed packet. And now I made a little autumn wreath. And I moved my potting table, as you can see, over by my back door. Look at all these pink and white dahlias. I feel like they were the Wizard of Oz or something, but don't quote me on that. I just love it. I can't wait for my garden to look like this. And here I've planted some tulips, which was probably too early, so I'm hoping and praying that they flower. And this was the one that I grew from seed, this dahlia. And the lobelia. I decided to do an autumn trough with the decorative kale. And that was the wreath that had went brown now. Rebecca has totally been over here. And a little sort of autumn Halloween arrangement. And this was me lifting my dahlias. And they've all rotted. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. And I will just say bye for now.